7 out of 10 adults in Brazil cannot comprehend simple texts. And we are not doing much to change this reality. Only 20% of the students that leave public high schools in my country have learned the basics of Portuguese, and only 3% the basics of math. This means the majority of students, after 12 years of schooling, are not fully literate and cannot do fractions. I'm from one of the poorest parts of São Paulo. My father was a bus fare collector and my mom an embroiderer. I was only able to escape these statistics due to educational opportunities that began with a math Olympiad. While I graduated from Harvard College in political science and astrophysics, many around me faced a very different reality. I have lost my father to drug addiction and friends to crime and violence. I became an education activist not because someone told me education was important. When you truly know how unequal your country is, having experienced what education can do to someone's life and what its absence does to people, you are really compelled to do something. My work as an education activist has shown me we can only change our reality, our educational system, and tackle inequality in Brazil if we change our politics. And I'm really committed to be a part of the change. Brazil is ranked one of the worst countries when it comes to the political representation of women, Black people, youth, and other groups. Therefore, running was not an easy decision. Yet, I started to ask, why not? Young people have started changes in all fields but politics. And, whether we like it or not, we will only change the world for the better if we change our politics and our politicians. So, 6 months ago, I decided to run for the National Congress of Brazil, our parliament. With the help of my dear fellow One Young World Ambassador Kenny and many others, we engaged over 5,000 volunteers and almost 500 donors. I'm honored to share that just over a week ago, I was elected federal deputy to represent the state of São Paulo and the Democratic Labour Party with 264,450 votes. Thank you. And was the second most voted woman among 513 representatives. I will find a very conservative Congress, divided not only by ideology, but also by hate. In 8 days, we will have the second round of our presidential election. The candidate most likely to win, Bolsonaro, not only has been saying the dictatorship we had 30 years ago did not complete its job, but also has a collection of sexist, racist, and homophobic statements. Hate speech in a country in which prejudice not only is immoral, but also criminal, means hate crimes have been legitimized and become more common in my country. Bolsonaro wants to end indigenous reserves, lift restrictions on the possession of firearms, and militarize our public education. Our democracy is at risk, and media outlets from around the world have expressed their concern with the rise of fascism in Brazil. I have a long and difficult journey ahead of me, but I'm happy and grateful to know I'll be able to do more. Thank you, One Young World, for inspiring me 2 years ago and for connecting me with amazing people, such as Kenny Mafdon and Lord Michael Hastings. I dream of a world where the size of your dreams and your achievements is not determined by your color, gender, and place of birth. We say in Brazil, a dream that's dreamed together becomes reality. So please join me in this dream. Thank you so much.